Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another video. Now, today's video is sort of different style, different type of video to normal. It's a somewhat sort of news report, not that professional, a news video where I will talk about the recently announced Doctor Who Timelord Victorious thing. Now, I say thing because we don't actually know properly what it is as of yet, but I will cast your minds back to 24 hours ago when the BBC, the Doctor Who official page, Big Finish, all released this cryptic little teaser which said Timelord Victorious and there was a crack. You can see it on screen now. Now, this got everyone questioning, what the hell actually is this? Because yeah, where's this coming from? It doesn't link to the new, modern, current era with Chibnall and Whittaker. It seems to be an obscure reference to way back in the David Tennant era in the festive specials of 2009, The Waters of Mars.
I'm the winner. That's who I am. The Time Lord Victorious.
Now, I'll cast your minds back once again to that episode. What is the Time Lord Victorious? Well, the 10th Doctor in the episode The Waters of Mars goes to Mars and is attacked by the flood. The crew of that ship, including Captain Adelaide Brooke, are supposed to die. It's a fixed point in time that that crew die on that ship. The Doctor's tired of it. He's lost too many people. He's lost Donna, Martha, Rose, etc. He's fed up, so he goes, no.
But they died. They all died. Do you know who that leaves? Me! Taking me all these years to realise the laws of time are mine, and they will obey me!
He's the final Time Lord. He's going to do what he wants, no matter the consequences. No one can stop him. He's the most powerful. He almost becomes a god, and he saves Adelaide Brooke's life, brings her back to Earth, but Time Lord Victorious's little reign of terror came to an abrupt end when Adelaide Brooke kills herself to correct the broken pattern of time. But did it? Because this thing, and once again I say thing because we don't know what it is, this multi-doctor platform, multimedia thing is going to tell us a new story. Now, multimedia, multi-doctor, I hear you say, yeah, there's 3 doctors involved in this, which is probably the most exciting thing. Those being Paul McGann, David Tennant and Christopher Eccleston, the 8th, 9th and 10th Doctor. Now, these were the Doctors around the Russell T Davies and TV movie era, and yeah, they were successive. Yes, there was John Hurt in between, but sadly, the actor of, well, John Hurt himself passed away back in 2017, so he definitely can't take part. But then again, there is the question of, is Christopher Eccleston actually going to be there, and not just his character? Because Christopher Eccleston seemingly hates Doctor Who and wants absolutely nothing to do with it, yet this story is for the first one in a long, long time to say, yeah, you've got some more 9th Doctor content. So maybe Christopher Eccleston is actually coming back, or alternatively, because, as I'm going on to talk about now, it's multimedia, he could be back in the form of comics, magazines, books, etc. Or someone could be voice acting him. So, what do I mean by multimedia? Well, getting this article up here, it promises Doctor Who books, comics, escape rooms, now that's interesting, computer games, audio spin-offs, that being Big Finish, and Eagle Moss collectibles, all contributing to this big Timeless Victorious, Time Lord Victorious, not the Timeless Children, thing. Now, Eagle Moss are the creators of these little figures here. So, yeah, we are probably getting merchandise for whatever this thing is. Also from the poster, we can see that fan favourite companion Billie Piper, Rose Tyler, is also returning in these stories. Now, the dress thing she's wearing makes me question, is this actually Rose, or is it the Moment, or the Bad Wolf, or is there some contrived reason as to why Billie Piper's in it, or is it actually Rose in, like, period dress or whatever? I have no idea. Now, once again, I've got my theory head on. We go back to the fact that there's a crack in it, the cracks in time from the subsequent Series 5. Could the cracks in time somehow have started from the Time Lord Victorious and all of this. Yes, in Series 5 it was explained that the TARDIS blew up, but somehow I have a feeling Big Finish and all these other collaborators are going to work some way of putting the Series 5, Series 4 and the specials, linking them all together, and this could be really, really exciting. The articles also briefly talk about a sort of Time War 2, or a Time War before the Great Time War, the War to End All Wars, as it's known in Doctor Who. So we don't actually know what we're dealing with. Could this be a parallel timeline where Tennant wasn't stopped by Adelaide Brooke? Could this be canon, like this actually happened and then the Doctor's memory was wiped or something? Could this be just an adventure the Doctor went on and doesn't hold? Could it be in the Doctor's future because we've seen the Curator and things like that? Could this Tennant Doctor be a future Doctor? Probably not. I don't know. Most likely scenario I'm going to say is it's either a parallel world sort of thing, or it's just sort of fan fiction, fun, excitement. There's also the big question of why actually does this exist? Now that may sound stupid, but I have a theory. Could this be due to COVID-19 or was it planned before? I'm kind of 50-50 on it at the moment because this could be an ingenious way of putting Doctor Who onto the public's radar without being able to film a series, because obviously everyone's trapped indoors, but they can still record audio, etc. because the only medium missing is visual footage. And yeah, I don't think we'll get footage for this thing. It's going to be, as I said, built up of audio plays, comics and books. So if that's your thing, that's great. It's also an interesting marketing decision on behalf of the BBC to bring back the sort of golden age of modern Doctor Who. The Doctors that had the most viewing figures of David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston, and everyone always says Paul McGann deserves an extra series, so they've thrown him in there. It's interesting to me that they haven't put in like Smith, Capaldi or Whittaker. It is very, very like RTD centric. Could be even written, well, inspired partially by RTD and Moffat and whatever. I don't know. There's so many questions, and yeah, it's a really great thing to have to talk about and discuss. So please do tell me in the comments as well what you think this is, if you know any more information, if I've forgotten anything, if there's anything you're excited about, which is your favourite thing, like the books, the comics, yeah. So, reading one press release from the BBC, it says, "The Time Lord Victorious will tell a new and untold story, set within the dark times at the start of the universe, when even the Eternals are young. Following several Doctors across space and time as they defend their home planet from a terrible race, this is a story like no other." So, what does that mean?
What do you mean?
Is this going to be some big thing that everything needs to be contributed towards? So you have to read the books and the comics and the audio plays to understand. You have to have every bit of information. Or could it be like a choose your own adventure where you go alongside your favourite Doctor and choose the route you'd like to take with him? Now, another interesting thing from the promo image, David Tennant, he's still wearing a suit under it, but he is wearing big Time Lord robes, destroyed Time Lord collar, he's got blood on his face. I think that's a promo image from the End of Time that they've heavily edited to get this Time Lord Victorious looking Doctor, which is really interesting. So yeah, do you have any theories on why Tennant has become this somewhat presidential looking Time Lord? And might I say, he does really suit those robes. One of the reasons as well I think this is sort of parallel or completely fresh, non-canon thing, like the Ood is in a really weird sort of tuxedo costume. I don't know, there's probably going to be quite a few classic villains, so I'm going to guess it's not one big story, it's loads of little stories contributing to one big time period.
More like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
And yeah, the sort of set at the start of the universe thing, that's also really interesting to think about. But that does bring us to the end of today's very short, quick video. If you did enjoy, remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to stay updated on this topic or anything else, please tell me what you want in the comments. Also, we are so close to 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone out there. It really means a lot. That truly is the end of today's video. If you did enjoy, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
Don't forget to click below.
Subscribe to the Confused Adipose.
I don't care who you are. The Time Lord Victorious is wrong.
That's for me to decide.